Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about the challenge, the final reckoning, episode 13. It's going down. It's going crazy. We got Corey coming through the doors. I was like, oh shit, Corey's back, because I thought Corey wasn't going to do the challenge anymore because he seemed like he was very upset with MTV and the challenge people. So I guess he's not. He's back. And Devin's back too as well. Johnny Bananas' biggest vendettas. Like, OMG. So let's talk about the Redemption House. At the Redemption House, who's going at it? Kyle and Paulie going back and forth over Cara. Kyle treats Cara like shit on her, dog her out, treat her like she ain't nobody, play her, all types of stuff. But yet he thinks that this guy Paulie has some interest in Cara, and so what he does, he got a bone to pick. He wants to fight Paulie. Do you see how short and small Paulie is? You see how big and tall Kyle is? That does not even look like a match. Brad is trying his best. You catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar, because you never know who's going to pull that double cross. You never know how you can scheme your way into somebody's heart and make an alliance with them. They need to stop this catty bullshit. But the Redemption House is going to be overloaded. It's going to be crazy in that Redemption House. Nothing but enemies up in that Redemption House. Like, OMG. So let's get it together. They're getting ready to vote. And so basically, Johnny Bananas is supposed to be going in because of the Lavender Ladies and Team Young Buck. They want them in. That's just how it is. They want them in. You know, Nelson, Shane, Hunter, Ashley, Gosh, Sylvia, and Amanda. They want, you know, Johnny Bananas and Tony and Armageddon. And even, you know, what is his name? Nelson tries to go talk to Tony. Nelson tries to go talk to Zach and try to see if Zach will vote Tony in. We know Zach is not going to vote Tony in because that's his boy. That's his love. You know, they're best friends. Tony brought him to the finals last season. Okay, that's all good and grandy. Like, that's all cool, but we got $1 million on the line. Like, come on, let's get the players that can actually win a final. So you want to get Johnny Bananas out and you want to get Tony out. Let's be real. You know, we got Brad, we got Kyle out. You want to get the people that can run a final and can be competition, because ultimately at the end you want the $1 million, and you want to get Cara out and you want to get Marie out. Definitely want to do that. So, but, you know, it's not going to go down like the way everybody wants it to go down. So basically, Johnny Bananas, he ends up talking to Jose and Devon, basically saying like, yo, listen, let's switch up the votes. Let's change up the votes, because everybody's going to be trying to vote me in. You know, Zach might vote you in, but really Zach is most likely going to vote in Hunter and Ashley, because they're easy to vote in, because Amanda's not going to allow Zach to vote in Shane because that's her number one dearest. So it is what it is with that situation. So now we know where the votes are going to go. Either it's going to go to Johnny Bananas or it's going to go to, you know, Ashley and Hunter. So the numbers are on Ashley and Hunter's side, but the wild card, the wild vote is who? None other than Jose and Devon. And so either way it goes, Jose and Devon, if they would have picked Johnny Bananas' side, they would have voted for him to go in. When Johnny Bananas went up there, you know, he was gonna call Jose and Devon, because that's what you do. He's smart enough to know that we're gonna take out an easy team because we don't want to go to the Redemption House, because there's one chance that you probably can come back. And if you don't pull that double cross, you ain't coming back. So the odds are even more stacked up against you. And if Hunter and Ashley went in, they was going to pick Jose and Devon anyway, because that's an easier team to try to beat, because it's a girl on girl, boy on boy. And Hunter would think that he believes that he can beat Jose, but Jose and Devon been showing themselves as good players, good contenders. They've been showing that they deserve to be on a challenge. They haven't been lazy. They haven't been scared. They deserve to be on the show. So, you know, hopefully we'll see them in the future. It'll be all good. So that's good or whatever. But now we get down to Armageddon, and you know who got the most votes? Johnny Bananas and Ashley and Hunter have the most votes. And so basically they're pissed at Jose and Devon, because their vote should have went to Johnny Bananas, you know? So Anyway it goes, Jose and Devon was gonna be screwed, because if they would have turned on him at the end to pick them to run up against them in Armageddon. So it was gonna be what it was gonna be. But what really was the crazy thing is Amanda and Zach not being able to come to a clear, calm decision and actually say, hey, listen, I'd rather one of these mother suckers go into the redemption house, or go up here and contend, not us. We won the last challenge, and no matter how much ties that you have with somebody, you don't jeopardize yourself in a game where you can easily be kicked out and easily, be gone, like in a heartbeat. Like, you don't jeopardize your chances. You try to stay safe as possible. Always stay safe. So Zach and Amanda, they can't agree on who to vote in. Zach is not going to vote in Tony because he loves Tony. Tony's his boy. He believes Tony is his only friend, which, at the end of the day, Tony's going to have to turn on him. Tony's going to have to do what he got to do to get him out the game. And he knows Johnny Bananas would definitely turn on him. So, like, come on, Zach, like, think with your mind. Like, you know what? Right now, you're at a pivotal moment, and there's nothing you can do about the situation right now. So Tony and Bananas would have to understand, because they wouldn't sacrifice themselves for you or Amanda. They would never sacrifice themselves like that for you. End up going in to Armageddon when they don't have to. There's no way. So you be like, yo, man, I had to do what I had to do. She wasn't going to change, and she wasn't going to change her mind, so I wasn't going to go in. So I would have just voted for, Johnny Bananas and Tony to go in. And Amanda, if I was you, I would have just voted for Hunter and Ashley to go in, because Ashley played you already. Ashley already did you wrong. Ashley's never really had your back, and she set you up, I believe, on a 30-30, where she set you up to go in one-on-one on invasions. She set her up on invasions of the champions. Ashley used Amanda to secure her spot in the finale. She tricked Amanda, leaving her to face Nicole one-on-one in a tug of war. So, and then Ashley has never done anything to really help anybody but herself, or go crazy and take care of her own feelings, her own emotion. And basically, you're just a pawn to Ashley, I'm trying to tell you. So I would have been like, yo, if I was Amanda, I would have been like, yo, my bad, I'm sorry, Ashley, you're gonna have to go in, because I ain't going in, and he ain't budging, and I can't sacrifice, I can't lay myself on the line. Either you understand or you don't understand, because at the end of the day, we all gonna have to go against each other one way or another. So, but, cooler minds, brighter minds didn't think alike. And so, Zach is not going to let Ashley tell him what to do or control him, because, Zach is kind of like a male chauvinist. He used to be a lot back in the day on the show. So he's not going to let a woman defy his game or tell him what to do, or, making a decision for him, because he feels like that's degrading him as a man too as well, especially on national TV in front of all the other guys, where guys are going to be like, oh, you let her walk all over you. But you know what? I would have let her walk. So, and then Amanda, she wants to prove a point that she's tough, she's strong, and she's not going to let a man overtear her or tell her what to do, and she's not going to be a weak link. So guess what? Zach walks down there, and he decides to go in. Johnny Bananas and Tony, they started laughing. They went up and secured their safe spot. They were safe. Ashley and Hunter, what did they do? They stepped back up on their block and secured their safe spot. And guess what? Guess who goes in? Jose and Devon. They was gonna go in anyway. Either way it goes, Johnny Bananas was up there Armageddon. They was gonna pick Jose and Devon. Or if they were smart, they would have picked somebody else, but it would have been just easier to pick them, because if they picked Jose and Devon, that is a chance that they lose an alliance, because they do have an alliance with them. So maybe they could have picked somebody else, but it didn't happen that way. And, Hunter and Ashley are safe. Hunter and Ashley would have definitely picked Jose and Devon. So anyways, it is what it is. They are safe. Johnny's safe. Hunter's safe, Ashley's safe, Tony's safe. Guess who's not safe? Amanda and Zach. They are not safe. And so now, who do Zach and Ashley pick? None other than Jose and Devon. And Devon. Devon gets up. She says a speech. She's hurt. She's tired of going back and forth with everybody. She's tired of always being their scapegoat, always proving herself. But you're going to have to do it to the end. It's $1 million on the line, baby. And you ain't got no alliance. So it's better you do it now than later. Find out later on you don't got no friends. At least now you don't got no friends. And so, Cara and Marie are quiet. They're just looking at what's going on. And guess what? There's a surprise. We have the mercenaries come, and it's none other than Devin and and Devin, none other than Devin and Corey. Oh, I was like, oh shit, look at Corey. Corey looking good. He's a father. He got a kid out here in these streets. I don't know if he's married yet or not, but he's a father. Devin's back, and so Team Young Buck is in the building. You got Team Lavender Girls are in the building. So boom, bada bing. Johnny Bananas has a war on his hand, but they still couldn't get Johnny Bananas out because Zach decided to step on the sword. Amanda decided to step on the sword for Hunter and Ashley, and Zach stepped on the sword too. And so now they gotta go up against the mercenaries. And so basically, you have to have you have to win twice. You have to beat two teams. So whoever wins, you have to actually beat two teams. Corey and Devin was able to beat two teams. They beat two teams. That's just what it was. They beat Amanda and Zach. Damn, Zach, one of the medallions hit Zach in the face. His face is all messed up. His eyes black. He got this big old bump on his eye. And Amanda and Zach are still fighting. They can't win it. They can't beat it. But I think Zach thought that he was going to go up against Jose and Devon. And he probably just thought that I could beat them. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't know that the mercenaries are going to come, but they should have been thinking about the mercenaries. The mercenaries have been showing up here or there. That's why we got Ashley and Hunter back in the game. They thought it was over with. Like, this is a tricky game, so you can't never sacrifice yourself thinking that, oh, I'm just going to go up against these two players. Nah, the mercenaries are coming. You never know who's going to come to Armageddon to fight you. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, it is what it is. Amanda, Zach going back and forth. Johnny Bananas as like, Zach is just saying that Amanda's dumb. She's stupid. She made the worst decision in her whole entire short life, and saying that, oh, if these are all your friends, how come none of them step up to go on a plate for you? Because they ain't stupid. They ain't gonna sacrifice themselves. Just like Johnny Bananas and Tony didn't sacrifice themselves. Then you got Hunter talking about, oh, I wish, I shouldn't have let Amanda do that, but he still didn't step up and say anything. And so I think Tony said, damn, man, I should have, but damn, I couldn't. You gave me a gift I can't return. You gave me a present I can't return. I can't refute it. It is what it is. So now we're going to have Jose, Devon, Zach, and Amanda back at the Redemption House. Corey and Devin are entered the game to play, and now they're coming for Bananas. Corey Shane already came for Bananas, then already came for him talking shit to Bananas, talk about nobody likes you, we only like Tony. He won't stop. His mouth is going to get him in a world of trouble, and it is what it is with that situation. Then Nelson starts to pop off. Nelson's been cool. He hasn't been popping off, but now he's popping off. He got his crew in the house. He just, hopefully Nelson don't get too much of a big head that his friends are there and start to, just start making mistakes and then just coming after somebody, because then it's going to come back. But anyway it goes, Johnny Bananas is going to be coming after Shane and Nelson. It's just what it is. Bananas is like, it's what it is. Like, two more people to come in here to hate on me. Nelson's telling, Johnny Bananas he needs to retire. He's too old. Johnny was like, I ain't never retiring. Never that. So we'll see what happens. I'm just like, damn, this was actually a good episode. Like, sometimes people want to sacrifice themselves for people when they're on TV for a game. This is a show. You're not real friends like that. You're all here for one reason. Don't sacrifice yourself for nobody, especially if you're going to go into the Redemption House. You got to pick the double cross, and then you got to play against somebody, and then they can bring a mercenary there too as well. So you got to be careful of how you sacrifice yourself. And I think Zach should have just been like, you know what, forget it, go in. He should have, but then Zach was worried that he didn't have anybody else in the house, because now once, Bananas is gone and Tony's gone, it may be because maybe Johnny Bananas would have been able to defeat Corey and Devin. Zach would have been able to defeat them, but he had Amanda on his side, and Amanda's only less than 100 pounds soaking wet, so she wasn't a good contender for him to go against two strong guys. But Johnny Bananas and Tony probably would have beat Corey and Devin. So it seems like, they should have let them go in. They should have let Johnny Bananas and Tony go in, and then they probably would have sent what's his name, Devin and Corey home. Hunter and Ashley are good contenders, because Ashley's crazy and wild, but I don't know if she'd been able to shake the medallions off. And then that would have been crazy, because then, you know, Hunter be going up against his boys too, and then plus, you know, Davon and Jose. So this was actually a really good episode. That Redemption House is going to be off the chain. Peace. I'm out. One love.